Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house. Well, we're going to be talking about all the happenings in the market right now because it's crazy. We're going to be talking about, of course, the investment markets, stock market, economic news. We're going to talk about the crypto majors, BTC and Ethereum on a big run, guys. So we're going to talk about a couple of those reasons behind that, and of course, we're going to talk about Strategy Club as well, getting in on that. We're going to cover Pulsechain and have a look at how all the Richard cores are going, along with many of the popular tokens like PUSD, Peacock, and many others. So I hope you enjoy that. We are waiting for HOG, founder and creator, to come in. So hopefully he'll come in during the show, and we'll go through Pulse of the Fallen, the hit anime series on Pulsechain, which I'm very excited about. We're going to go through some of the main story arcs and characters. That's kind of the idea there. So all things are well, or that should happen later on. So maybe two-part show. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on the way in. If you're on X, don't forget to smash the follow at the top. That'd be really, really helpful. So let's get into it without further ado. Let's jump over into the stock market and see how we got on overnight for Monday. So we're going to check that out. All right, so we got Monday right now, Monday's results. And we've got Wall Street rebounds from last week's slump, helped by tech sliding oil prices there. So let's have a look at where things landed for Monday, the beginning of the week. Dow Jones was up 0.8%, pretty good, 387 points to 46,946, almost back over 47. If we look over the last month, over the period of the Iranian war, we were up at 49,800. So we're still about 1,900 points below that. The S&P 500, that is currently up 1%, 67 points to 6,700, which is not too bad. And then we've also got the NASDAQ as well at 1.2%, 268 points to 22,374, which is off the top there. You can see how jagged it is with the NASDAQ, 23,100, and that is down at 22,400. So pretty cool. It looks like we've got HOG in the house, so we're going to add HOG in a minute. And we got the dollar index at the moment up a little bit there to 99.67. The VIX there is at 23.5, so that's down quite a bit, 13. So risk on again. And of course, as you guys know, crypto's kind of treated like a software, and it moves with software. So crypto was on the way up there, and so is tech. So kind of cool. Quickly going to commodities, we got West Texas at the moment, $94.50, but 2% there, $2. Brent oil by 1.3%, $1.40 at $102. So even though oil is elevated, crypto is and techs are rebounding there. So kind of neat. Also talks around Trump, of course, talking about the end of the war, but the end of the war is not going to happen until they've reached their goals, and hopefully revolution is the end goal there. So that is the play right now. So we got the oil issue there. Also, Trump obviously called for allies to come in and help police the Strait of Hormuz while they, shore things up. And also, looks like that Trump may delay his meeting to China as well around that too. So that's sort of coming up there. So this is some of the main things in the mix on the old stock market. Now, obviously, we got the Fed rate monitor coming up. So that is going to be there. Let's quickly look at that quickly. And then we're going to get HOG on in a minute too, and he's going to help us talk about the markets before we get into Pulse of the Fallen. I know he's going to love that. We've got 1 day and 17 hours to go until the Fed meeting. We're expecting the market, 99% expecting a no change, guys, a no change. In fact, a small fraction of the market expects a 25 basis point rise. I mean, get out. I mean, there's people morons. Expecting a no change, 4%, expecting a 25 basis point cut there. We got bench 22%, and at the moment, a third of the market expecting by July. Way too late, guys. Way too late. Inflation all the way down at 3%. We should be having the interest rates closer to 1-to-1. Yeah, some weird market stuff happening here. So that's the key marks there. We'll see how the inflation and the employment data, which were kind of both good for interest rate cuts, and of course the Iranian oil issue, and potential impact on GDP in the short term, depending on how long it goes. Obviously, oil flows have been all messed up there, and some countries, particularly left-wing countries, with the net zero, have been exposed. So we'll see what the Federal Reserve does that with all that information. So that is pretty much that. All right, kind of cool. All right, so let's bring on HOG. He is here, never fear. So that's cool, and we'll probably talk a little bit about the crypto market first, and then get into Pulse of the Fallen, which is very exciting. So let me just set this up quickly. Where we going? We're going to go over there, and we'll bring in HOG. Got to make HOG there. Hey, HOG, welcome. Let's bring him in there, and let's modify. Let's modify. There we go. That's probably pretty good. I think that looks not too bad. Is that one single color? I think it is. Actually, let's do that color. There we go. All right. So very cool. All right. So let's transition here. We've got HOG in the house. Hey, HOG, good to see you.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you there. I'm not sure what happened there. I did the studio split screen and it almost went well.
Bit of feedback.
Great to have you. Let's check your mic quickly. How's your mic going?
Yeah, let me just check that. Echo.
Sounds a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if you've got the show running, maybe that's an issue. Yeah. All right, so we're looking forward to HOG. Just let him get the mic there, and we're going to go through the markets a little bit.
All right, how are we doing now?
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, we've got a bit of an echo though, so it might be playing the video itself. Maybe we're going to move you around on the screen anyway. How's that going? Might move the whole screen down there. There's movie magic going on right now. All right, how's that going?
How we going now?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, well, welcome. We'll probably just go through the markets a little bit. We're just going to race through those, and then we can get straight to Pulse of the Fallen and talk through Season 1, a bit about the Chronicles, a bit about teasers for Season 2, and I want to get a little bit into characters as well. That's something that's of particular interest to me. So I thought we'd kick into that, and we'll have a look at some of the feedback, a little bit of feedback that's been given too from HOG. I think that sounds like fun.
That's great.
All right, so at the moment, we got the market cap at the moment on crypto, 2.64 trillion, guys. So we're up pretty, starting to move up, 3.7%. It's pretty good, isn't it, HOG?
Yeah, we'll take what we can get, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to see a bit of a switch. I think it's game on from here, guys. I think the bottom was in already, and it's game on, and we're going to talk about a couple of reasons for that. We've got Sean O'Malley in the house. Good to see you, Sean. Up only indeed. We've got Hexvader as well. Hey, gang, good to see you, Hexvader. Welcome to the chat as well. Yeah, get your comments in there, folks, as well. Feedback, says Hexvader. Says there's a little bit of feedback on your mic still, HOG. So
yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit. It sounds not too bad from my point of view, but there must be a little bit out there. MBS says, good morning, legends. HOG in the house. HOG is in the house as well. So great to have the editor-in-chief and the promotional lead for the Crypto Night Show in the house. Good to see you, MBS. We've got Craig Pitt in the house as well. Morning all. Good to see you, Craig. And Hexface says X time. What's X time? You'll have to explain. I'm not quite sure I follow that. I know X everything. So yeah, at the moment, Bitcoin at the moment, 75,000, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Now we wanted to get it back over 70 and the 72 range, and now we're at 75. So the market's telling you something, isn't it? The market is telling us something. We're going to talk about the drivers for that. Ethereum at the moment up 8.4%, like a boss, is outperforming. $2,350. We wanted to break 2,200, and we've broken 2,200 nicely. XRP up 6.3% at $1.54. BNB up 1.2% at $680. We've got Solana at number 7 up 4.1%, $96. Tron down 1% at 29.5 cents, and then number 10, Figure Halleck there, is up 1% as well. But Doge there is up 5.8% at 10.3 cents. A power move there. Top performers there. But Ethereum wins the day, guys, up 8.4%, and good reasons for that. Best performer over the last week has also been Ethereum, up 17%, and that is just the beginning of cool things. Sean says, big eco on the HOG.
Yeah, am I still getting it now?
You still sound fine to me, but you do have a slight echo behind you, like in on the mic. But
I can't hear the echo now. I could hear it before, but I think
that's fine. I think it's just the sound in your room.
Sean, are we good?
It's probably the sound in your room. So you sound perfectly good to me. I think that's good. X-Ray, let us know your feedback on that. HOG likes feedback. We got X-Ray says X time token equals up only. What are you guys talking about in the chat there? They're like promoting their own tokens. X-Ray says the Donny D. We're not talking about Donny D in Function Island. He's doing a great job, but we're talking about HOG today in the markets. So let's keep on track, guys. It's like herding cats. We got so that's top performer is Ethereum at the moment. Top performer in the top 100 is artificial intelligence, up at 63%, but Tensor up 44, Render up 39, official Trump up 34, and Zcash up 29. Those are the top performers in the top 100. Top 1,000 gainers, Gravity, Unitas, and Centrifuge. Trending overall, Zcash, Pudgy Penguins, and Bitensor there, which has been popular lately too. So a couple of leaders there going on. So a really nice move in the market, up 3.7%. Pretty cool. We're going to zoom quickly on Bitcoin and talk about a few of the reasons why this is all happening. X-Ray says, I'm tripping, man. Yeah, that's all right. I'm just playing around with you, man. I'm playing around. He's one of our Discord members. Okay, let's jump into it. So we've got Bitcoin at the moment, just under, well, 75 on average on CoinGecko, but on Coinbase, just below 7,500. But here's the important stuff, guys. On the daily, we're over the 50-day moving average. Isn't that awesome? That is pretty cool. I think we'll take that to the bank. Yeah. HOG's like, where did that audience come from? It's amazing. So we're over the and today we've got a new day over the 50-day, and hope we're curling up on 50-day, hopefully heading back towards the golden cross. That's why I say it's only the beginning, guys. I think this is going to be truly glorious. So the big news today, of course, with Bitcoin, his strategy, and Michael Saylor with his stretch product. There's a preferred stock that is completely competing with the private credit market and TradeFi, and is basically going to vampire all the hundreds of trillions of dollars over there into Bitcoin. And so they raise the Bitcoin, they give a yield, they raise all that cash, and they go buy more Bitcoin with it, right? So it's basically the idea. And they're going to rinse and repeat that every week. The last 2 weeks, it has gone through the roof, and it's only just warming up, I would suggest. So we're probably going to expect getting up to possibly $1 billion Bitcoin buy days. Yeah, it's pretty game-changing, guys. So that's going on right now. And so the market results for that, another 22,000 Bitcoin bought by Strategy. And that's for the week. And the previous week was 18,000. So you can see where this is heading, guys. Michael Saylor has put out the magic product, and it's just all going to go up. I mean, this thing's just going to start doing some of these big numbers we're talking about, 150, 400K Bitcoin for the cycle ahead. It's going to be pretty amazing. So here we are back at 70, 75, and the TA is looking pretty good. Now, not only do we have the big, Bitcoin treasury, the strategy one, we also have Ethereum. So Ethereum is also got a similar story happening. Now, there are a couple other players doing some cool stuff as well, but that's in our strategy clubs. If you want to get access to that, let us, hit the QR code, or we don't have it up at the moment, but hit the strategy club link in the video description on X if you want to join up for that. In terms of Ethereum, we have Bitmine Immersion with Tom Lee. He's doing something way bigger than just Ethereum, guys. So it's a much bigger story. It's really, a big thing, like a new Berkshire Hathaway is creating a monster here, and Ethereum is just the foundation for it, right? So we have busted over the 50-day moving average and power move there. Look at that big power move. We're up to 2,354, broken out of that range that we're in, and looks like we had the bottom in on it at about 1740, which is pretty similar to Tom DeMark's I think 1790. So it looks like Tom DeMark, timing the market again. That being said, of course, he does have Tom Lee buying up all this Ethereum as well. And here we have powered over the 50-day moving average at 2,200. We're now at 2350, and this is just the beginning. The game is on from now, so if you're getting left behind if you're not getting ready. Still at the bottom, so just remember that. It's going to power up to the upside. So that is Ethereum. And a Bitmine Immersion announced a purchase of 61,000 Ethereum today, so similar to last week, but they have $1.2 billion in cash. That could buy another probably 550 to 600,000 Bitcoin if they wanted to. They have a few alternatives as well as buying maybe SBET or something. We'll see. I don't think that's going to happen, but because SBET's doing the DeFi thing. But that they're going to get to the 5% in very quick time. So probably this year and probably really quick. So keep a lookout for that. But they've got lots of other big news happening, and that the market is loving that. You can find out all that in the Strategy Club. So join up today. That's how it works. So that's kind of cool with the old Ethereum, and that's going to lead us into Pulsechain quickly. I'm going to quickly go through this, kind of racing through at the moment for the market update. We're on day 1040. We've got Pulse back at 401. This battle at 401 HOG's been quite incredible. Up, down, up, down, up, down on the old Pulse.
Yeah, it's been crazy. And I mean, we're so low compared to the rest of the market. Just the fact that we never really ran. A lot of other chains did. More specifically, Solana, XRP. And I think the fact that we're so low, we have so much upside. We're gonna lead this charge of this run.
Yeah.
So much innovation, privacy chain, real DeFi.
Yeah, that's true, and that's a really important point. So moving forward, I think we're going to expand on that. We've got Pulse at the moment, still 50758, so still able to pick up a ton of volume of PulseX right now. The buy and burn sitting.
Apparently, I'm still getting an echo. I'll just get out and then get back in.
All right, let's give that a go. What do we got there? We got Sean. X time sounds like a meme coin to me. Echo says OBX. Echo is bad, says Pulsechain DGen. All right, well, he's going to come back in and out there. What is it? Hexvader says the bottom came in the day. Was it Woogie released the down only song? I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense now. If you'd said that before at the beginning, I would have known. Because me, I don't follow that sort of stuff very closely. It's something that you guys follow. You and MV would probably follow that. All right, so we got HOG's going to come back, and we're going to continue on. We've got INC at the moment, 45 cents down 2%. We've got Hex at the moment at 1800th of a penny, almost and a half there, down 0.25%. EHEX at the moment, 30064. So obviously Pulsechain still holding on after the launch of ProveX, Richard's fifth token, which is the privacy one, ZKX one. So that's going to be where we are. Let's quickly look at the gas prices. We got 750,000 beats, so actually pretty low. Normally around 900, right? 0.3 of a penny for PulseX swap right now. Validators, 52,600, so still down. We're up about 353.4 something. We lost about 700. I'm not sure who that was, but that's what happened. It was about 5 days ago now, is it? 4 days. We're up on the bridge value, so that's cool. Obviously, ETH and Bitcoin going up, so we're up about 800K from yesterday from my recollection. So that's pretty cool. So that is that. In terms of the top performers, Finvesta from OG WebChef, the grandparent, is up at 30% today, $1.94, so a bit of a rebound there. Let's have a quick look at that chart quickly. Nice little rebound there off the old, I think it's off the bottom though, isn't it? We look at the weekly, off the bottom there. Yeah. but that is OG WebChef. We got liquid loans up 9.4% as well, so a couple of interesting ones there. GoPulse up 7% as well, so yeah, the trio of interesting tokens. PUSD Greys, not so surprising, that is on the move, up 6.7%, and the community is pretty excited, pretty on the move, I guess. So looking at the price of this at the moment, we got HOG back again. HOG is back, great.
Yeah, can you guys let me know if Echo's gone now? Oh, no, it's not gone.
Kind of sounds. I don't know whether it's. Let me. Sorry, you talk while I'm mute this for a moment.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. But I can definitely hear echo.
All right. Well, let's just see how we get. We'll get up to the HOG section, and we'll give you a bit of time there. We've got 00015 at the moment on PGC, and that's been still up, holding, consolidating in that range. So there we go. Superman problem has to mute. Yeah. So I am muting on and off there, OBX, because I thought of that issue. I do have the screen sharing with sound on, and that has caused issue in the past when having guests in. So if I turn that off, it won't be an issue. Maybe that's the issue. So let me just briefly do that. But I wanted to turn it on I want to listen to videos later for Pulse of the Fallen, but we'll just turn it off briefly, and then we'll reconnect without the audio. How's that going if you talk now?
Testing. I can't hear my echo anymore, but I'm not sure if everyone else can.
Yeah. How's that sound? Is in the chat there, is that better on the audio?
How are we doing?
That sounds better to me. It's normally when I'm doing the sharing of the Chrome screen that it comes in with an issue. But we'll have to bring that back when we listen to the video anyway. That's it. That is it. Yeah. See, that was it. That was the issue there. I had that.
While you're screen sharing, I won't talk then.
I had that when I had. You can screen share without sound and screen share with sound. So we've got without sound, and now it doesn't have the problem. So I had that same issue. Everyone's saying it's better. So yeah, I had that issue with, I think it was Crypto Paradise or somebody that came in when I first started doing interviews and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so that's better.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got PGC at the moment looking consolidating. They'll be pretty happy there, and leading the leaderboard there. Pump Tires up 5% as well. We got Pulse Pop at number 10 up 4.6%. So those are top 10 guys. I'm not going to go through all the rest of this since we're doing a quick update. That's pretty much it. But some of the losers today, let's go have a look at some of those, because Peacock's down at the moment, down 6.7%. We've probably seen a bit of rotating out of Peacock, given it was one of the profitable plays. They will be a profitable play again soon, because they've got the wallet coming and the ZKX airdrop. So there could be some sore losers rotating. And then they've got limit orders. They're doing some updates today as well, I think, is going on there. So, risky business sometimes. But that's what we get on Pulsechain, right? We get people following the latest thing, which is ProveX. And ProveX is probably sitting pretty well, I think. I haven't even got ProveX on here, have I?
Yeah, it's really just PvP at the moment.
PvP?
Yeah, within the chain, like just, everyone's just onto the next shiny object. There's no new retail money coming in yet. So when that happens, everyone wins. But until then, it's just kind of like rotating between different projects.
Right. Yeah. We're getting a bit of that. It's risky business rotating out of some of the best quality ones. I think people, a little bit risky. That's
I wouldn't rotate out of Peacock, no way.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit weird. I think we've got some clear top tier protocols on Pulsechain, but people will do what they're going to do. At the moment, we got ProveX at the moment holding at 91 million market, which is pretty good. So I had a fair value market around here at the moment without any other. So I had it between 60 and 75. And so the market's already at a premium against that. Whether that holds up or not is another thing, but certainly had that nice recovery. So it's holding up there. Now I know that Bucklemental's made a point today saying that Jeets can Jeet. He's sitting on his free bags, and he sees Richards in the position. And of course, we know that Richards playing his chess games, and hopefully that's for Pulsechain health season, right? So at the moment, it's looking pretty good, and we'll see whether that premium holds up there compared to what I think it should be, at least until Richard makes some moves on it. What's your thoughts, Hog?
Yeah, I think Richard's pretty smart. He's got a good feel for the market, and like a lot of people have critiqued his inaction. They said he should have streamed. He should be more active. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I think it's like basically trying to pour gasoline on sand. You're not going to get anything until you actually have the market on fire. And I think Richard's very in tune with the market and and timing and when to actually go hard in marketing. So I think he's just waiting. He's waiting, and I think it's going to happen pretty soon. Now that Ethereum's making some big moves, the PMI's ticked above 52. I think the whole war thing's going to get probably like people freak out about it more in the moment, and then I think it's just money printer's going to go brewer, and we're going to see a lot of new inflows into crypto when everyone's calling for a recession, and I think it's just going to go off, and I think when that happens, Richard's then going to really bust out the market. He's going to just go really hard and take advantage of that momentum, because you can look at like someone like Charles Hoskinson. He's probably one of the most active founders in crypto, but it hasn't helped the Cardano price chart. It's still way down, and so he's doing like 5-hour streams with people. So that doesn't work, and you're kind of just diluting the energy and bringing people down, because then if you're actually doing all the stuff they told you to do and it's not having an effect, that actually brings morale even further down, and you don't actually see that there's the upside. Whereas holding your bags and your tricks, and Richard Hart has a top hat, so we know he's a good magician. I think he's waiting to pull them out of his rabbit hat at the right time.
Yeah. It definitely looks like it's a Richard play. So look, it's might have taken a couple more years than people thought it was going to be, but I think we're in that runway zone from here, and the bottom is here. So buying here is pretty good relative to that. Now, obviously, people can buy the majors and then try to time back in a bit later. For obviously, you're going to make more money in the short term from that way. But when Richard does start moving and Provix is out now, it could be pretty good. Now, we just never know the timing of that. So at the moment, people are making money in the majors, as we say. So I got the sacrifice price here without the multiplier, I believe, is 0001. We've got the apparently the best price for the Buckamentals down here. So there's still a bit of a premium there, but still a discount to the base, where the market price is right now at 91 million. So we'll keep a track of that. So that is pretty much that. We're going to get into Heartwood Dog. Should we do that?
Low liquidity, that can just fly. Like that can just absolutely rip and tear.
Yeah. Oh, we must be still around 2.4 million. Must be still around about the amount, given that the main piece near to $1 million. So must still be there, which is still bigger than Hex, but a bit smaller than INC, which is about 2.8. Hex about 1.6. So yeah. Does Richard still love Hex, Hog?
Oh yeah, he still loves Hex, of course. It's his baby. You got to love your first.
Well, there is the argument, obviously, which we're seeing in the Pulsechain, that you're just adding another token to the ecosystem, so that's more fixed, given allocation.
It's still utility though.
Yeah,
and it's still something that the market hasn't seen before.
Yeah, and it does have the capital from the sacrifice, right? So he has the capital from the sacrifice. And yeah, a lot of that came over from Ethereum. We'll see what happens. All right, that is where we are right now. We're building an audience, so it's great to have everybody here. If you're new, come and subscribe and smash the follow. We're going to talk about HOG now, which is the main event for the show. It's great to have HOG here. Now, I was going to start off with the manga, so we're going to probably just play this out. Do you got a little intro for the background behind the first chapter of Pulse of the Fallen?
Yeah, so basically the story starts like all good manga and anime with tragedy, And HOG, he's the main character. He's studying at Crypt-Jitsu school to become a Crypt-Jitsu sorcerer, and tragedy hits. His family is basically killed, and he has to go on a path of revenge and self-growth. And along the way, he meets a lot of people, Pulsechain characters that are brought into the story. Richard's Heart's in the story. Sommy's a prevalent person in the story. Crypto Coffee, Superman, you're in it. And along the way, he's discovering how to harness green candle energy and fight back against a world that wants to consume itself with red candle energy.
Yeah. So that's the background, guys. And Pulse of the Fallen was last year, right? So season 1, and that's what watching the first chapter. Was it last year or the year before?
The year before, actually. It started the year before, near the end of the year before, like maybe October, November.
All right, so let's watch the first episode ever of Pulse of the Fallen. It's a couple minutes long, and it's if you need some tissues, get your tissues out. All right, let's watch that.
I don't know if it's for everyone else, but it's bugging out on my end. It's not actually playing through.
Hi, sir.
Sorry, what was that?
It could just be on my end, but it keeps flashing in and out. I don't know if that's the case for everyone else watching. It could be just the case for everyone else watching.
Might just be for you, given that you're a guest with the mic issue when I got the shared audio. Let us know in the chat there if that's coming through fine, guys. Yeah, it's bugged, says OBX. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's just weird, isn't it? Normally shared audio works fine, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Here we go, says OBX. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. No, there's no real way of resolving that, as far as I know. Listen, offstage feeds. I mean, I'm not sure whether that's no sound at this time. Yeah, we haven't got the audio on at the moment. You there, HOG?
Yep, I'm still here. Yep, I'm still here. I was just Mike.
What I'll do is I just forgot that I'm supposed to mute myself, so that's what I'm supposed to do. So let me do that.
Oh. なんだ、全然強くねえじゃねえか。おい、てめえら、弟に手を出すな。ゴーは母さんに会ってないだろ。でも母さんに大事なことを教えてもらった。怒りに支配されちゃいけない。だから俺は代わりに伝えるね。そうなると何も見えなくなる。解決方法は落ち着いた時こそ見つける。わかった？わかってると思う。いいか？いけ！うお！ずりーぞ！それ俺の弱い手だ！また俺の勝ちだ！残念なシャン！勝利は勝利だ！
おめでとう、ホック！やるね！
くそじじい、俺の食べ物まで食うな。聞こえねえよバカ、食べてから喋ろう。おいでよ息子。はい、父様。 君を誇りに思ってる。君は強い子だ。だからこそ弟の世話をするんだ。でも君はクリプ術呪術学園でまだまだ頑張れるんだ。これからもっと世界に緑ろうそく重力をもたらすんだ。学校にいた方がいい。でもゴーは病気で父様も働いている。一人にはできない。なんでこんなことを。弟の体に何をした。てめえ。すまない。彼はもういないんだ。ゴーは死んでいる。
That was pretty brutal. What's your thoughts about that? He's obviously Hog has lost his brother pretty brutally, pretty horrible, and he's going to have a lot of trauma with that, right?
Yeah, and his father too. And his father too.
Yeah.
The echoes back. I think. Whatever you did.
Yeah. Let me get rid of the shared screen there, and we'll just go to normal screen. So that was all pretty sudden. So there's a lot of trauma that Hog's got, and I guess that's what he has to fight through on season 1, is it?
Well, yeah, it kind of mirrors all of us going through crypto, doesn't it? We've been suffering some trauma of this market over the last 5 years. So, he feels the pain that we feel, and he's grown a lot in season 1, made a lot of new friends, made some enemies, and season 2 it's bigger, it's better. The art's even better. A few changes we made. We also made all the voices are now in English, just so it's more. It just appeals to more of a general audience, because we're not going for the most niche manga anime audience. We actually want to get the whole of crypto into it, so it makes it easier sort of to consume.
Yeah.
And we're bringing a lot of Pulsechain characters into this. We've been getting more Pulsechain KOLs to actually voice their own actors, so it's kind of like doing a cameo when you see cameos done in movies. And so lining that up really well. And I see Tamtam's here. She's in season 2. Spoiler alert! And a lot more of the Pulsechain ladies are going to be making an appearance.
Yeah. There's some of the big female influences in there. Nice. Some beautiful characters actually you've set up for that.
We can probably share some teaser art with Tam in it. I actually just sent it to you on Telegram. So I just sent you a few examples of some spoilers for season 2, or teasers.
Oh yeah, I can see those.
Are you able to share those?
Not sure how easy it is to share those. Let me bring those down, see whether I can import them maybe. Let's see. Yeah, let's try that. Got to upload them, I guess. Yep, they're coming in. So let me just.
And while you're doing that, this is the Pulse of the Fallen website. So through here, it'll take you to the link to all the chapters, both animated and just where you can read. So if you really want to just get through the first season really fast, you can just read the whole thing, and you could read it in
Yeah. Well, that's what I want to do. So I want to slowly float through all your work that you've done here. So you got season 1. You've got the first chapter, Genesis, which we just watched, which is where the father and the brother get killed, right?
Right.
And then we got chapter 2, A Shocking New Friend. Chapter 3, An Inverse Horror.
Hog meets Pikachu.
Hog meets Pikachu and A Shocking New Friend. Now, obviously, Pikachu's a big character, and later on, Pikachu is hanging out with Somi, right?
Yeah, correct. So Pikachu is basically being kidnapped by Team Jeep Rocket, and Hog helps him out. and then reunites him with Somi, and then they become friendship confirmed.
Yeah.
And then the story keeps unfolding. You know, you can see there you've got Dirty Turkey in chapter 5, and you got Russell Crowe in chapter 7. You got Hog versus Gary Gensler in chapter 4, which it's funny actually because that chapter came out before Gary Gensler was fired, and it was like maybe a month after Hog killed Gary that he actually ended up getting fired.
Yeah. We got Brendan here says, has Hog thought about putting out episodes on YouTube?
Yes. Yeah. So we have actually done that. I don't think not the whole season 1, but I think maybe up to say chapter 9, I think is on YouTube. So if you just go Heart with Dog YouTube, you'll find the channel, and you can go through there. Otherwise, the reason why we did the watch version on X is just because crypto Twitter is so much bigger, and it kind of allows for more sharing and virality. And you know, on YouTube we might get like 100 views or something like that. But if you go on all of our Twitter episodes, they've all got like 5,000, 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 views. So it scales much more on X or Twitter. But yeah, that's just been our experience.
Right. So I just want to stand back a little bit from season 1 here. So we've got all these chapters. You got some pretty big celebrities, both Pulsechain celebrities coming in as characters. You've got TV, movie celebrities, sports celebrities coming in into here as well. And basically, you start off with Hog and Genesis, which we just watched. Loses his family, but then has to overcome the trauma. Is that what's going on through season 1? What is?
I mean, he's not fully fixed by season 1. That's for sure.
So he's still got some problems by the end of season 1. Yeah,
but he's making progress.
But he meets these characters on the way, does he not? He meets these Pulsechain influence characters, these celebrities. Are they all good, or are they all on his side, or are they against him? Are they on the bad?
There's probably been more that have been good than not, but there are some bad guys. And if you are a Pulsechain KO and you become a villain, it doesn't mean we don't love you. It just means your character works well as a villain.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Okay, so you got all these chapters. You ended up with a pretty big finale as well, with Hog versus Conor McGregor. Episode chapter 13 and 14 are both part 1 and 2, and that was a pretty popular end to the season. I know that you got some pretty big interactions with that from the community, but essentially Hog's got to. Hog gets beat down, doesn't he, in chapter 13, despite all his training, and then has to do some pretty amazing training for part 2. I guess people have to watch to see how that plays out, but that was quite a finale. Yeah. I think I would have a little look at the read version here. You can watch it or read it, so it's got a PDF. And you can actually, so you can watch the video or watch the cut, the comic book kind style, anime style. Let's just take a moment to render here. And yeah, let me just zoom in on that a little bit. So you got starting off with part 2 here, and just the artwork's fantastic. I mean, you guys done a great job with that. I mean, look at that detail, fantastic. So well worth getting. I'm not going to go any further, but well worth checking out some of the fight action scenes and the story that evolves with it. So it's pretty cool.
And the Conor McGregor voice is pretty on point too.
It is pretty outstanding, yeah. With the old Conor McGregor. So that's kind of season 1. But I wanted to get into, so that's kind of the story arc that you guys can see. So you got Hog at the beginning, getting a pretty traumatized start to his young adult life, I would say. Meeting a number of good and bad characters and overcoming some tribulations and things like that, and then finally trying to overcome with the Conor McGregor, which is just absolutely fantastically dramatized. I love it. And you can see some of the imageries there. But I did want to get into some of the characters that you have in a bit more detail. So you got Hog, the main character, right? You got a bit of his arc there. He's a bit of a ladies' man, I can see. And then you've got a nice little breakdown of that. Then you got Somi, obviously one of the top influencers on Pulsechain. And he comes in with his best mate Pikachu, which is like a perfect match made in heaven there. And how's Somi's interaction with this character been?
He loves it. Yeah, so he absolutely loves the manga. He covers this every single week.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just thinks it's great, very unique. You know, no one else is doing it. And I think, you know, you don't want just a bunch of copycat, you know, projects. You want things that are unique, high effort, high community driven, things that can't just be copy pasted. Code can be copy pasted, but community and lore and, you know, art can't really be copied.
Yeah. Hey, look, I mean, I'm not aware of any other blockchain as an anime series either. So it's pretty amazing that you've done this for the Pulsechain community. So, you know, on behalf of the community, thanks. I mean, it's been fantastic. It really is AAA. So,
I would do this like even if there wasn't a token. It's been so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's been fantastic. I mean, look at the artworks. Looks great. We've got Crypto Coffee in the house as well, one of the other top influencers on Pulsechain.
Yeah, actually, that needs an update of some new because he was only in one panel in season 1, but season 2 we're actually going to kick off with Crypto Coffee's backstory, which is going to be
okay. Well, we're coming up to that. We're coming up to season 2 teasers. I have got the images.
I don't want to jump the gun.
I've jumped the images in there, but that is pretty cool. So you also got Dirty Tiki as another character. And look at some of this artwork, guys. I mean, look at that. And that is just so good. That's so good. Kaboom. And I love this little, you know, even the detail around the machinery and stuff. Pretty cool.
And we try and bring in personalities and characters and things that are reflected in real life. Like Durkee loves, you know, creating fires and doing explosions in a lot of his videos. So bringing that into his character in the story just makes sense, and it's a lot of fun.
So for those, he's a big influencer, is he, Dirty Tiki?
Yeah, he's not as active anymore, but he used to be massively active, and he was like basically Dick with Butt mascot.
Right. Okay.
Like, and he had that Dick with Butt costume, like life size, and he used to run around and lightsaber battles. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Then you got Pikachu, of course, which is, you know, I guess doesn't need any introduction.
No explanation.
Pikachu, of course, with the power, has all these powers, right? And that's come in handy, right, for HOG and Somi during the season 1, right? Is Pikachu's powers?
Yeah, big time. And that's Han
from
he's one of the other KOLs in Pulsechain.
Right. And he's actually I guess a baddie in this.
Yeah, kinda. He's there's depth to him. He's, you know, not completely bad, maybe more misguided, I would say.
Yeah.
Will there be a ProveX character soon? You know what? I actually generated an AI song, like an anime AI song, when it was Mr. Prove. I really loved Mr. Prove over. I know ProveX sounds like cooler.
Sure,
Mr. Prove kind of sounds lame, but in anime manga, Mr. Prove is actually better. You know, so maybe we might have Mr. Prove instead of ProveX, but it'll kind of be a nod to the original.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, he could have a ProveX, you know, logo on him, shirt or something, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got Caleb. Caleb's another influencer, right? And he's in here. And then you got a Wildest J, of course, one of the top female influencers. Does many things for the community, and she's in there too.
And this character bio section too. Once we actually release season 2, it's going to have a lot more characters and a lot more. I
was going to say even season 1's got more characters, right? So I guess there's a lot you can do with this whole section on characters. I just think the character side of this is so good. You know, I'd love to see a lot more, you know, done with it. There's some feedback. I just think it's fantastic. So season 2's coming too, like you say, awesome stuff. So that's just a couple of the characters there. And you know, people can really get behind the characters. Kind of neat. that's posted to Fallen. You can see all the ones there on the main poster. Looks pretty badass, which is pretty cool. All right, so that is the website. I'm going to post the website in the chat there for the people that want to check all that out. And we'll do the socials later on as well. So let me just post that. That is theheartwithdog.com. And share it around with your friends. I mean, if they love anime and comics and things like that, definitely share it around. And a great way of introducing the Pulsechain as well. And HOG. All right, so that is kind of cool. Season 1, which is pretty much out. Now, you had some good feedback recently. I saw here we got a little bit of B-Roots and Ian Heinisch and a few others, some very large influences in the crypto/Pulsechain community. And you got yourself down there as well, watching a bit of anime, which I thought was pretty cool. So they seem to be pretty laughing in on that. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, they enjoyed it. They said like anime manga's not really normally their thing, but they were like big on the fact that it's huge. Like the growth of it is massive. Netflix is adding more anime than any other genre, and it's just exploding.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a big audience, so it was a great exposure for the anime series too. And they look like they're really enjoying that, so I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, and their characters are pretty cool in the story too. They're going to be in season 2.
I mean, look at the brutality there. I mean, it was pretty brutal. They got sliced in half. And meanwhile, Hog's back with the ladies. Yeah, there we go. So they seem to, Ian in particular is very engaged with that. He seems to be liking that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So you're definitely getting a lot of eyes on it, which has been great. Now you also got in between season 1 and 2, you had the Chronicles of Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate. We got episode 1 here. It's about a minute long, so I thought we'd watch this. So when was this on? So season 1 finished when approximately?
It would have finished probably halfway through last year, I think.
Yeah. Okay, June, July, and then so you had an interim series, the Chronicles of
and so
Hog,
this kind of
Somi,
finished off the later part of the year.
So the second half of 2025.
This finished in December. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's pick this up and we'll listen to this one on the audio. I'll just have to reset it. So let's do that. It's only about a minute long.
I don't think any sound's coming through. Yeah, Superman, I don't think any sound's coming through. Can't hear you either.
Here. Would have cracked multiverse travel. When I took his place, I learned from my mistakes. I fell in advance. So when you came, I took my opportunity. There was no mistake. My teleportation device also injected you both with a parasite that feeds on cryptjutsu energy.
You are a coward, and not even a shadow of the Elon I know.
Perhaps that is true. But I live, he does not, and now you both must die in accordance with their plans.
Elon must have
pretty sure I had the audio on there. So Brendan says no sound audio. How was that for you, Hog? Did you hear it?
It's working now. It only works right at the end, so we missed most of it at the start. So if you play it again now,
yeah. Sorry about that, guys, with the audio thing. We're just having a few issues with. We'll try one more time here.
Elon must have made a mistake.
It was no mistake, you fools.
What? No, this cannot be! Why, Elon?
Why indeed? Well, it's actually quite simple. I want fame, power, and security. The only way to do that is to play along with their plans. I tried going against them before, and it cost me everything.
But you have everything.
Correction. I had everything. You see, Hog, I am not the Elon you've known for years. I've only been here for the past 6 years. I am another Elon from another universe, where I tried to free humanity from the ones who pull the strings, the ones that operate from the shadows. I lost everything. I am to them what a homeless beggar is to me. That is the gap between us.
So what happened to the Elon I knew?
Well, I killed him and took his place, only weeks before he would have cracked multiverse travel. When I took his place, I learned from my mistakes. I fell in line. The funny thing is, they predicted you would come to me. They planned things out centuries in advance. So when you came, I took my opportunity. There was no mistake. My teleportation device also injected you both with a parasite that feeds on cryptjutsu energy.
You are a coward, and not even a shadow of the Elon I know.
Perhaps that is true. But I live, he does not, and now you both must die in accordance with their plans.
So that's pretty fantastic. I hope the audio went fine with that one. You know, I mean, that Elon was particularly evil. Yeah, I loved how ruthless he was. So it was pretty funny, and playing on the multiverse. So that's the Chronicles of Somi and Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate. What's the general arc of that story as an interim series?
Yeah, it was more just like a really fun, more light-hearted sort of series, even though it does get a bit more hectic. I've got the echo again.
Oh, yeah. Let me take that off there.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a really light-hearted episode. So it starts with actually Somi going to get a special Pokeball, and he ends up catching Andrew Tate as his Pokemon in the wild. From there, Greta Thunberg kidnaps Somi and his Pikachu, and she thinks she's captured Andrew Tate as well. And so then they torture Somi to try and find the location of Andrew Tate, which Somi's a loyal guy, so he doesn't give it up. And then Hog and Andrew Tate have to go and rescue Somi, and from there, a whole sort of conspiracy envelops, where there's shape-shifting reptilians, overlords controlling everything, pulling the strings, and, a lot of betrayals. And as you saw there, Hog getting betrayed by Elon, who he thought he was his friend, but he'd actually killed his friend Elon in that timeline. So, yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of twists and turns.
So nothing's going to go. Yeah, there's lots of twists and turns. You got some pretty big characters on there. Greta Thunberg, Elon, and all the WEF people. The Queen and everything else. And that's pretty much. Yeah, so it's definitely well worth watching. And it was a pretty successful series, getting a lot of popularity there. So that was pretty awesome. So we've covered Pulse of the Season 4 and 1, which was up to about June last year. Well worth watching and getting up to speed. And then we covered Chronicles of Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate, which was a super successful series last year. But you got Season 2 coming, right? Season 2 is coming. We've got a little bit of video on that, so let's see if we can make that work. You got a little bit of background about Season 2 before we play the little teaser here?
Yeah, Season 2, it kicks actually off. You can see this is Crypto Coffee here, and it really kicks off with his backstory. And so, once again, more trauma. We always have to start with some serious trauma going on. And introducing more and more characters. And as the story goes on in Season 2, the scale gets much larger. The villains, the power levels all get more intense. You can see the character behind my head. That's actually Bill Gates. Who's a villain in this season, and he's quite powerful and formidable, and the crew have to figure out a way how to defeat him. And yeah.
So why do we start off with Crypto Coffee here? in particular?
He's a much more important character in season 2, so there's going to be a lot more about him. And as the season goes on, more and more characters will get backstories, especially Pulsechain KOLs, and especially those who are very engaged in the story. And Crypto Coffee, he's had me on his stream before. He loves it. He's actually voiced his own character. So when one of the episodes comes through, he didn't voice for all the chapters that he's in, but for one of them, 2 of them he did. So that's kind of like a good like tidbit and nod to his community as well. Khalid.
Okay. Yep. That's very cool. All right, so let's kick this in, and I'm going to ask you a question afterwards. Hopefully, we'll get the audio right on this, guys. So wish you luck. All right.
Don't touch my mother!
Stay out of it, you little shit. You're 8 years old now. Time for you to get a job.
Sorry, kid. I wish I could. I don't think you could reach the machines. Oh my God.
Rosie made me that cup of coffee.
Your dad will always be with us.
Don't touch my mother!
Stay out of it, you little shit. You're 8 years old now. Time for you to get a job.
Sorry, kid. I wish I could help you out.
I think repeat, was it, on that little video? Let me just clear out there. All right. Was that on repeat, that little section? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that repeated. I think it started just after the bad dude hit Crypto Coffee. And then sort of replayed again. Yep.
All right, very cool. So the season dives into the origins of power, the cost of survival, the tragic parts of the straight legends. We're starting with the Crypto Coffee. Before the rise, there was a fall. So, okay, cool. So you've got a few, you're going to have a lot of female characters as well. So let me pick up some of those, and let's add in some of those pictures. I think we got one there. So that there is, I'll put that over there, I guess. So who's the characters in here?
Yeah, I want to say them. I want to see if you could name some of them.
All right. I'll have to expand the thing here. Boy, there's a lot. All done. Let me think.
If anyone in the chat can,
yeah, I don't know if I can pick.
All.
I don't know if I can pick any of them actually. So these are all female influencers in Pulsechain.
Yep, and the guy in the wheelchair, you might recognize him as well.
I don't know who's in a wheelchair in the community. I'm trying to.
No, they're not in a wheelchair, but that's like a play on Professor X.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Xavier.
Oh, Xavier. Okay, the big influencer. Yeah. Okay.
So if you zoom on his face and then have a look at the profile that he uses, you'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just my eyesight's probably not doing the best there, but you got 5 female influencers in here. Yep. And I don't know, one of them's Tam Tam, right?
Yep.
I don't think a Wild SJ's in this one, though.
Yeah, she's the one there on the left with the cowgirl hat.
On the left, on the cowboy hat. Okay.
So if Tam Tam was a character, what would her power be?
Jan is a new one. Jan is a new female influencer. Is she? No, she's not in there. Do we get any comments in the chat? Does anyone know in the chat? No. No, I can't think of the top of my head. I mean, I could cheat a little bit, but let me just see. Let me cheat a little bit. See what we got. Havita. That's one of them. Havita.
She's in the story, but she's not in this one.
Hexagon Girl.
Nope.
Hodpril. Hodpril? No.
Nope.
What else? Christina Hype.
Okay, so you said Tam Tam. Which one do you think is Tam Tam?
I'm terrible at these things.
Think about her personality and what she does maybe in real life.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna think that it's one of the other two there. So I'm thinking, is it the one down the bottom left there?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she's in dentistry, so she's got the power to manipulate and create any item out of teeth.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. There's a bad guy here too, so I don't know who that is. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I'm trying to think.
Someone's got to guess that. Come on.
Pulse Latina says Obi Pulse Latina.
Pulse Latina.
The whale looks like out of another anime series, says Brennan. The whale one.
I'll give you guys who the whale is. Fire whale. Hence the
fire whale. Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What is the? All right. Cool. He'll like that one. Fire whale. It's got the fire coming out. But we've got 3 other female influences there.
I'll give you the other one then.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Georgia. Oh yes, fantastic. Yeah, eats peaches, right? Eats peaches.
Eats peaches. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She's the one with the love heart.
Is one of them Sammy Chica? No.
No. She will be in the story though. She's not in
Georgia.
this one.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you another one?
Yeah, sure.
Sandy Beach is.
Sandy Beach workout.
With the sunnies. Yep.
She's got amazing sun blonde hair, hasn't she? She's got Sandy Beach. And then there's one more. There's one more there. So Sandy Beach is the one in the kind of the Princess Leia outfit.
Yep. And the one, actually, you probably won't get this because she's not actually really a Pulsechain exclusive personality. It's Crypto Empress, and she's the other one next to SJ.
That's cool. I do have her on my list. Okay, Crypto Empress, cool. Very cool. So the females are coming. It's going to be quite a feminine episode with some coffee added. Very cool. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right, so that is all sneak peek of one image. I got another one though. Let me pull that up. And which one's this one's got here? So got that one too. So that's the other image. Let me center that a little bit. It's a little bit hard. It's between thing. There we are. We'll leave it like that. So it's got all the lads in it this time.
Yeah, the boys.
All the boys. We got obviously Mr. Wu, second there. I'm not sure who the scary monster one is. That's off the movie.
Yeah, that's our Ticker Pulsechain.
Ticker Pulsechain. Okay.
Yeah, you know the one that was like he's like a Venom Spider-Man.
Venom, yeah. Is that an actual person in the Pulsechain community?
So AI Money Man, he sort of does like the voice for it.
Okay.
Like, so he does videos and stuff, and so he actually voices this character in the manga story too. Josh voices his character as well.
Sure, you got Tiger Crypto God. Yeah.
He voices his own character as well.
Middle.
Which is pretty cool. And then we have Dollar Cost Crypto in the like Saiyan armor.
Yeah.
And then you got Cultivate Crypto because those
wow.
a pair.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Very cool. And now you got this. You got a new character, have you as well? Another with this guy and this little.
That's a reveal that I don't want to spoil that yet, but they are they're a character that's been in a previous chapter and they have previously killed someone.
But then there's this mysterious cat thing. Superpower cat, is it? Or
You know, someone would know that. That's from Pokemon.
Okay, from Pokemon. Are they good or bad? Like, I don't know. I'm not.
Bad.
Besides, I know a little bit of Pokemon, but not.
Those two are bad. These
Okay.
two.
All right, cool. We like that. A few baddies around.
Yeah.
So got the baddie girls and the baddie guys. That's good. All right, so very cool. So that is some of the sneak peeks there. Pulse of the Fawn. So that is so we've been through season 1. We got the Chronicles at the end of last year. We got season 3 coming up. Do we have any sort of official launch date for the first chapter? I know you've done a few teasers. There's more teasers, guys, by the way, if you want to check them out.
It will be coming soon. We're probably going to wait till the entire season 2 is completed. So at the moment, we have chapters 15 through to 21 complete, like art-wise, and 15 to 19 animated. So once we have them all animated, then we're going to go and do it like a normal, like an anime studio would. They release one episode a week, because last time we did it, we were doing just whenever an episode or chapter was finished, we just upload it. But then there'd be like 4 or 5 weeks until the next one, and you lose momentum. People forget what happened in the last chapter, and especially, you know, we've all got TikTok brain rot. So even 1 week is sometimes a long time. So we're going to, you know, do that basically for season 2. Is every week, once it releases, every single week there'll be a new chapter every week, back to back, just as an anime studio would release it that way. So I can't give you a definitive date. I'm also feeling out the market on that as well, and when the timing's right, a bit like Richard Hart, you know, waiting until there's a bit of momentum before putting fuel on the fire. And and then I think with that momentum, having a chapter every single week is going to really help things go viral, bringing in people outside of Pulsechain into it, because this is a different way to bring people in. Not everyone's going to come in through like DeFi and be attracted that way. Some people come in, you know, there's a whole like population of people who are more into like NFT art, and so this might appeal more to them, and then that way we can get a new audience and we can all grow together, and it ends up just being, you know, a big plus for the entire chain.
That's fantastic. So there we go, folks. We've got 3. We've got Pulse of the Fallen season 1 that was completed middle of last year. We got the Chronicles of HOG, Simon and Andrew Tate. That was the second half last year. We got season 2 coming pretty soon. Just a bit more patience, and it looks like it's well on its way. Got some great
teasers too.
Got some great new characters. More teasers coming. And yeah, I just really my only feedback. I'd love to see more around the character backdrops as well. I think that's really exciting, just getting to know, like, you get into the character stories. I really love that. So, and Brennan says the guy looks like Trayvon. I think he's talking about the blacked out character.
Okay, yeah, it's not, but actually I haven't put Trayvon in, but he could be a character in it. Maybe a tree, maybe like an ent, Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah. Look. There's a couple. I might talk about that off the line, but that's the seasons, guys. Check it out because it's amazing. Now we've got Heart with the Fallen here. Now you do a few little things as well. Now I wanted to get into quickly just the token briefly. So here's the HOG token at the moment. Great pickup value right now. What's the ratio there? Let me go to the price. Sorry. So that's the price there at the moment. What's it? 501600 or 901600. Market cap 60k, liquidity 8,800. So great entry price for the old
Pulse. It's actually a pretty strong ratio too.
Yeah. So let me just post that in here if you guys want to pick up some HOG tokens because this series is just taken off. It's just amazing. It's had a successful year. Second year, I know it's going to be even more successful. So check it out with the HOG. There it goes. And you had a big burn fest, didn't you? Have a big burn fest.
Me and Sonny.
We had a little picture of that with the Somi there. 40 million HOG was burned. That was pretty cool. Somi confirming friendship with a burning of 14 trillion as well. 40 trillion and 14. Mr. HOG, what's it? Hoggy HOG burning to 26 trillion to make a nice juicy 10% of the supply burn. So that was recent too, which was pretty cool. And you did a little video on that. That was February. And you got this cool video here on that, which if we'll play through just given time, but you're in it, which is cool. And you're burning that hog. And you look a bit sad about the hog. I don't know if you're sad there. Or you're happy about the hog? That's pretty cool.
Saying goodbye to an old friend.
Say goodbye to the old friend. Yeah. So that is pretty cool on that. So, but the last thing I wanted to talk about was, give HOG a follow on X. So definitely join up. I'll post that link there as well. If you're on X already, go over and follow, because it's just amazing series on Pulsechain for anime. So that is it. Heart with Dog on Telegram. Give them a follow. Also share it around. I mean, sharing is really important. Get it out there. People love anime, so get out there. And we're lucky to have it on Pulsechain and jump into the Telegram. That's the other big thing there. So Telegram at the top. Jump into the Telegram group there. I'll post that link in YouTube as well. But if you want to join Telegram, that is the Telegram now. All right. So bam, you guys got access to all of that. Heart with Dog on X and Heart with Dog and Telegram, and I'll definitely get in on that. Fantastic, amazing community as well. All right, some final words, I guess. HOG.
Yeah, well, first of all, I really appreciate you having me on, Super, and being a massive fan and a massive promoter of HOG and Heart with Dog, and we really appreciate you. You're part of the community. You're a character in the show, and you'll be out there in season 2 rolled out. We've already seen some teasers for that, but yeah, you'll actually be making your real appearance in season 2, which is
fantastic.
Cool. We might have to get you to voice your own character.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. So if you guys don't know my character, because it's Superman, that's my character. In season 1, I got locked up, didn't I? I got locked up in chains.
You did.
So yeah.
Someone's gonna have to come rescue you.
Come rescue me. Yeah. Awesome stuff.
No, so just engage with us, guys. If you've got people that ideas for the story, if you've got people you want to bring into the story, like share it around, because we're a collaborative community where we take everything on board and try and integrate it into the story if it makes sense. And we've got some big things happening. We've got potentially some big personalities outside of crypto that could be voicing their own characters.
Oh wow,
that could be really massive. I don't want to early crow that, and also don't want to get it front run. But when it happens, and you'll know.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Well, there we go, folks. Pulse of the Fallen, the hottest anime series out there, and it's on Pulsechain. It's covering all your favorite characters, influencers, celebrities, and it takes a lot of magic to put together. So I appreciate that, HOG, and we look forward to
chapter
1. Chapter 1's coming, baby. Season 2, Pulse of the Fallen. It's going to be awesome. Brennan says, "Thanks, fellas. Are you most welcome? Take care, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now."
See you guys.